Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to go through the Polymer 2.0 upgrade guide step by step. I have a Polymer app. I will be upgrading my Polymer 1.x app to Polymer 2.0. So I'll be using this Polymer 2.0 upgrade guide to do that. So let's get started. I posted the link to this, by the way. If you see the description of this video, you'll see the link to this one. So I'll start from the top. The guide says Polymer 2.0 includes a number of breaking changes. Looks like there are a bunch of big breaking changes. However, the Polymer team has worked to provide an incremental plan. So looks like they provide an incremental plan, a step-by-step plan. So Polymer 2 supports several types of elements. Looks like they support several kinds of elements. The first one they talk about is they support the 2.x supports class-based elements that use ES6 class syntax, supported by the custom elements v1 specification. So custom elements v1 specification is the new spec for custom elements. And this is what they're recommending for all new development in Polymer 2.0. The second kind of elements that it supports is legacy elements. 2.x legacy elements use the Polymer factory method and have most of the 1.0 APIs available to them, as well as the 2.x APIs. So they still support, even in Polymer 2.0, we can still develop Polymer 1 elements using the factory method. And on top, it looks like there will be some breaking changes. Not everything in Polymer 1 can be used in Polymer 2, but they're saying we can use the additional 2.x APIs also. The third kind of elements is the 2.x hybrid elements. So they are defined using the Polymer factory method again. So it looks like these will work either in a Polymer 1.x project or a Polymer 2.x project. So it looks like in some cases we'll have to have conditionalized code. For my app, I won't bother. I'll just go with something like this. I will migrate the entire app to 2.x, so I don't have to worry about making sure this works with 1.x and 2.x. I will do a clean migration. So basically, all elements will be targeted only for Polymer 2.0 because I have a pretty large application. So when porting a large project, you can update to Polymer 1.x and upgrade elements to Polymer 2.0 hybrid style one at a time. Okay. So I already use Polymer 1.x. So all my elements work in Polymer 1.8. So looks like I can just follow this step, upgrade elements to hybrid style. After all elements have been upgraded, you can test your project against Polymer 2.8. Okay. So looks like this is what I need to do. I need to go through each and every element and migrate it to 2.0 hybrid style. So this is the most important part of this paragraph, I guess. So I don't know what migrating to 2.0 hybrid style is. Maybe they'll talk about it below. So the Polymer team plans to release an upgrade tool. So it looks like they're planning to release an upgrade tool that will upgrade 1.x elements to either hybrid or class-based syntax. The remaining changes require either manual code changes, testing, or both to ensure element operates the same as it did in 1.x. So there will still be some changes that you have to do to make sure your elements work in 2.0. The upgrade tool is not available, which is not good news. So it looks like the update tool is not available. So installing Polymer 2.0, let me see what this is about. Okay, so basically they're showing how to install it. So I will because I have already a large project, I will just update my bower.json to 2.0 across the board. And for individual elements, they're saying this is what you need to do. Anyway, oh, this is the same one. Okay. So let's see, upgrade strategy. So they're talking about upgrading your upgrade strategy. So we have a bunch of elements that we open source. So we'll have to upgrade those individual elements. And then they're talking about upgrading a small application. So at least my case fits into either this, upgrading an individual element, or upgrading a large application. But we'll go through what they have to say. So they have strategies, how to upgrade an individual element and a small application and a large application. They're saying when upgrading individual elements, you can choose to upgrade to either hybrid mode or to upgrade directly to legacy mode or class mode. Okay. So in my case, I'll upgrade to legacy mode first, and then at a later time to class-based mode. I think upgrading to legacy mode will be an easier step, I'm hoping. I won't be doing hybrid mode because I don't want my elements to run both in 1.x and 2.x. I think if they choose to develop a 1.x, they can use an older version of my element and then use it in 1.x. If they use 2.x, they better use the legacy mode. Anyway, that's how I'm planning to code it. For simple elements, just updating DOM template and styling may be enough to get elements running in 2.x legacy mode. Yeah, this is exactly what I'll be doing. For the open sourced elements, I'll just make some DOM template changes and styling changes to make it work in 2.x legacy mode. For a small application, so the second strategy is how do you upgrade a small application? So they're saying, yeah, it doesn't make sense to convert all the elements to run in hybrid mode. So they're saying the simplest incremental approach is convert each element's DOM template first to get it running in the legacy mode. So make sure it runs in the legacy mode and then port over to the class-based mode after that. So again, I think the main point they're making is try to get it to run in the legacy mode. So that's what I'll focus on. The legacy mode is nothing but the old 1.x factory method of creating Polymer elements. So that is what I will be doing to create. I'll make sure it runs in the legacy mode by making small changes to the DOM template, JavaScript, the JavaScript code associated with the element itself. And the last one for large applications where you have written, this is the third strategy. If you have a large application, then they're saying where you have written many of your reusable elements, you may want to upgrade elements individually to hybrid mode. So I don't know why, maybe. Anyway, so their recommendation is if you have a lot of reusable elements, they're saying you may want to upgrade elements to hybrid mode first. Okay. Anyway, we'll see how to go about that. So before you start, they're saying update Polymer CLI. Let me go and check and see what version of Polymer CLI I'm using. So I'm using the latest version of Polymer CLI. So I think I am good with updating the Polymer CLI. And then they're saying create a new branch or workspace. I think I already created a new branch. This is my project folder, by the way. I'm in my project folder. I have a I have a branch called migrate to Polymer 2.0 already. And then they're saying I need to update Bower dependencies. So this one is not very readable. Let me open it in an editor. So I will go ahead and update everything. So if you see, I upgraded everything all the way from Polymer. See, there are a bunch of elements that don't have 2.0 version. We use this gold zip input. Looks like that gold zip input is still the older version. And gold phone input also looks like an older version. So there are a bunch of elements that are still older versions of themselves. So anyway, so I think I can sort these better. Anyway, I think the sorting will take some time, I guess. So anyway, so I'll leave it as is. As you can see, a bunch of them are still older versions. These gold dash elements that Polymer provides or Google provides are still older versions. And most of them have a 2.0 version. And this, I think there are some open sourced elements. Step 2, by messed up, I mean we use the older. These are all custom elements that are older. So that still, I think they have to be migrated to the legacy mode, I guess. This app route, let me move this. Just sorting them alphabetically, so it's easier to make sense of them. So I'm just grouping them also. Basically, all the golds go together, ions go together. And these are all the open sourced elements. This paper tabs can go with this one, ion label. They're not really sorted, but good enough, I guess. I'm grouping all the Google elements together. And this is a Google's marked element. And we have paper dialog and paper scrollable, neon animation. So these go here. Neon animation will go there. So what I have is I start with Polymer. I have a bunch of app dash elements, gold dash elements, iron dash elements. I think all the way from here, I'm just grouping the Google provided elements at the top. And then other packages, there is a moment package, moment Bower package that I have here. I don't know why it's showing in pink, but anyway, so I have these reusable elements that we created here. And these are all paper radio button radio group. So these are also Google provided ones. I'll group them here. And these are all miscellaneous. Oh, this is a Google one. So actually web components JS and Polymer I like really required. I'll just move them to the top because these two are really top priority. So the rest of these are all third-party elements. So I'll put them there. And as you can see, a lot of them, I fixed the version numbers, by the way, instead of downloading a newer version and getting surprised, I locked the versions. And whenever I think I will go proactively to all these elements and I'll update it. So that's how at least we operate on this project. Oh, there is iron local storage, another Google element. So iron data table is from Warden, Polymer Redux is from this Turner, Warden grid is again is from Warden. So Polymer anyway. So Polymer time picker is from this person called Ben Davis, sorry. And local storage is from Mozilla. I also logged a version of that. And web components, okay, so I upgraded most of whatever I can get hands on, I upgraded them. Let's see how this works. I think there should be two, I think. Okay. So let me see. So they want me to run update Bower dependencies. Oh, okay. So they talk about, so they want they want me to remove Bower components folder. I think I deleted it, but let me go and double check. So here, I don't see a Bower components folder, so it's already deleted. Then what do I need to do? Okay, so then they want me to upgrade this. I just did this already. They show a list of elements that are available already. So I wonder if I need those test fixture and stuff like that. I wonder if I do this, if I get everything. So in my old version, in dev dependencies, I have web components.js, and I have test fixture and iron test helpers. They're saying, hey, you don't need those things. Okay, I'll remove that. And now they're saying do a Bower install. Okay, so let me go and do a Bower install. And also, I want to lock the version of web component tester. So let me go and do a Bower install and see what happens. Again, just to be sure, let me see if I have Bower components. So I don't have that Bower components folder. So Bower install, let me do Bower cache clean first. So this will clean anything that's in the Bower cache. Okay, there are a ton of stuff. It cleaned up all of that. Now I'll do a Bower install. Okay, E malformed, failed to read Bower.json. Unexpected string in JSON at position 2639. Great. Okay. I think basically I need to put commas wherever they are needed and then remove commas. This is a JSON file. I made that correction. So let me do it once more. Okay, it's doing some installation. So let me see how far it'll go. Okay, it's getting stuck on this line. So I have problems with Bower from time to time. I don't know if I have to upgrade Bower. So it's stuck on this step. I don't know why. So let me kill it. I'll do Bower cache clean once more. Basically, my Bower install got stuck for some reason. So let me see what version of Bower I'm using. Bower 1.8. What's the latest version of Bower? Anyway, I don't know what the version is. I'll just go ahead and install it. Install -G, install Power globally. So they're saying use Webpack, use Yarn and Webpack instead. So it looks like they stopped. So his Power is going to die, I think. So hopefully Polymer will start using Yarn soon. Okay. Not a good one, not a good idea. So that said, okay, maybe I can do one more thing. I can go ahead and install. I can try to see if I can install one at a time and see if that will work. It is a painful process, but I can't think of anything else. Let me say Power install. So let me clear this first. So I'll go ahead and say Power install. I don't know, even though I'm trying to install only this one package, it's going ahead and doing a lot of other stuff. I don't know why. It's again stuck on that moment, after moment, I think. Yeah, I think it's stuck around moment. I don't know if there is a problem with this moment library. It's 2.18.1. I don't know what version I'm using. Okay. Stuck there again. Okay, it's stuck again. I don't know if there is a problem with my setup. So anyway, password input. What is wrong here? I'm trying just installing Moment only. Even though I'm trying to install Moment, it's going and trying to get everything. Now it's stuck on Iron Meta. I think sometimes GitHub doesn't like. I think all these things get pulled from GitHub. So GitHub doesn't like people to download a ton of stuff from GitHub. I don't know if this is a car. That's what's happening here. So it's downloading this. If you see this gzipped file, and it's getting stuck. Let me try it once more. So let me Google it and see if there are other people are having any problems. Power install. It's stuck. Okay, so there are a bunch of articles. So power install is stalling hanging completely. So that's one. Looks like it's hanging for hours. So one second, let me shut off the chiller real quick. Okay, so looks like let me check what version of Git I'm using. Git dash dash version. I don't think that should be a problem. So it's 2.8.1. So I check what is the latest Git version. So the latest one is 2.13.1. I'm going to download it. The download is starting. We're downloading version 2.13 of Git for the Mac platform. It was released 1 month ago. If your download hasn't started, click here to download manually. So has it started? Okay, I'm going to see if I can download it manually. Okay, I'm going to save it locally. It's done. I'm installed the latest version of Git to see. I don't know if there is a problem because I'm using the wrong version of Git. So what is this? Great. It can't be opened. I thought there is a way to open it if I hit command or something like that. Okay, so I'm holding down the command key and then I opened it. So let's see if it will install. So it's saying blah, blah, blah. So install. It's asking for my info. Okay. I went ahead and installed it. Let me open a terminal and see if I have the latest version. So git dash dash version. Okay, so I have the latest version now. So I will try the Bower install once more and see. Oops. Bower install. It's a little slow in downloading it for some reason. I don't know if there is a issue with the GitHub. Anyway, so going here, so looks like I did whatever I can with Git itself. So it didn't fix the problem. Issue soon probably by downloading the tar.gz files for HTTPS instead only for Git. 30 minutes to prepare a patch. People, please contribute. So just wondered if this has been fixed. Okay. I'm going to give it some time and see. Maybe it's just a matter of time. Maybe it will figure it out itself. I don't know where it's getting, why it's getting this 1.09 of ion icon. So let me go and see what this is about. What's the latest release? It's 2.0 ion icon. Okay, but why is it getting 1.0.9? Okay, so let me see. What I'll do is I'll just remove a lot of these elements and I will start over with adding one at a time and see if that makes any difference. I'll only add Polymer and web components.js. I'll remove the rest of them and then add one at a time and see if it makes any difference. Okay, so the only things I have is Polymer and this web components.js. So let's see if that makes any difference. I'll go ahead and do cache clean. Make sure my browser cache is clean. Then I will do a power. Oh, let me save this. So I will say power install. Right. I only have two Bower dependencies, Polymer and web components.js. So let me see what will happen. Ah. So it did something at least. Okay. So let me go ahead and add one at a time and see which one is ending up causing the problem. So I'll go ahead and add only app layout and see if I still have a problem. Okay, save. Let me power install once more and let me see what happens. Okay, that looked okay. I know this is a painful way of doing it, but I can't think of any other ideas right now. So I'll try to do one at a time, and if a few of them work, then I'll extra mile. So let's see, power install. So maybe the problem is not with any of these 2.0 elements, I'm guessing. So maybe anything that's 2.0, I will go ahead and install it. I'll move the 2.0s up above and try to deal with anything that's older a little later. So, so let me see. This is 2.0, 2.0. All of them are 2.0 till here. And this is 2.0, 2.0. Okay. Let me not try my luck too hard. So I'll go ahead and install all the iron elements. Let me see if they pass. Okay, let's save it. Power install, and let's see, it's going through. Okay, that didn't have a problem with that. So let me go ahead and install all the 2.0s all the way till moment. Oh, so this one, I think Google chart is not a 2.0. So let me go ahead and take that out. So I'm installing all the paper, neon, and marked elements now. Let me see if that passes. That passed also. So now if I'll go ahead and install Google chart and see if this Google chart will also go through. There it is. It's complaining about this Google chart. It doesn't like Google chart 1.1.2. Unable to find a suitable version of Polymer. Please choose one one of typing. So Polymer is already 2.0.1. Let me check what is the current version of Polymer. I don't see a version number here. Am I missing something? Okay, the stable release is 2.0.1. Okay, so maybe I will not lock the versions anymore. I will go ahead and say, hey, get the latest one. And then once all these things are fixed, I think it'll be easier to lock them. Okay, so going back here again, web components. I'm going to give it another shot. I upgraded my Polymer to 2.0.1. Let me see if that makes any difference. I can close this window. Okay, so I'm going to Control C it, clear it, and then do a Bower install once more. Let me see how far this will take me. Unable to find a suitable version of Web Components JS. Please choose one by typing one of the following numbers. So why is Web Components? So looks like this paper styles. I don't know why they are using. So they have a dependency like this instead of, I don't know why they put a V there. Do not understand. That doesn't make any sense. But anyway, to just get around that problem, I'll just go ahead and say, hey, use 2. Okay, so unable to find a suitable version for Polymer. Please choose one of typing of the number below. So looks like this is required by Google APIs, IAN Ajax, and app layout. Okay. I will say use 4 again. Okay. So if I go back here now and try to do Control Z, oops. Okay, so Google chart, I have moment now and all these others. Let me see. Now I'm going to add moment. Oh, before moment, I think I should try this other. Anything that's a library, pure library, I'll just move it towards the bottom. Local forage and all these things are pure libraries. I don't know why there is a. Okay, so now I'm going to do this. We'll go ahead and install the gold elements and let me see what happens there. So again, it's saying Polymer 1 resolve to 1.9 is required by Google chart, it seems. And all these other ones, they're asking, hey, what should we resolve to? I keep saying it should resolve to Polymer 2, but I'm going to say it again. 6. It's unable to find a suitable version of Web Components JS. Please choose one by typing on the numbers below. Looks like Polymer 1.9 requires Web Components JS. I think number 2 is the right choice here. Okay, I'll just go and say use number 2. Darn it. Unable to find a suitable version of IronFlex layout, choose one by typing one of the numbers below. So again, IronFlex layouts will resolve to number 3. I wanted to use the latest one. And Iron Icon will resolve to Iron Icon 2. Oh man. And keys behavior will again be the last one. It can be 2 also, I think. Whoa. Okay. So let's see what else is left. Control Z. Oops. I'll go ahead and add these other elements and see if any of them hang. Okay, let's not be too ambitious. I'll just go ahead and add the reusable elements that we created internally and see if they install okay. Okay, I want to know what we should use. I'll say, hey, I want to use number 3. And ion collapse also, I want to use number 2. And ion selector, I want to use number 2. Paper drop down, I want to use the latest version of paper drop down. I want to use the latest version of paper list box. I want to use the latest version of paper item. I want to use the latest version of paper material. I want to use the latest version of paper menu button. I want to use the latest version of paper icon button. I want to use the latest version of neon animation. Okay. Now, controls up. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some of the Vardin elements and the libraries too. So this is another third-party one. So the last 3 are strictly libraries. So anyway, so let me see what happens when I do this. So it's hanging. So I don't know if one of these is causing the problem. Sets Warden grid, ion scroll target behavior. I think it's stuck somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and control C this, and then I don't know which one is causing a problem here. So I'll just remove these for now. I'll just see if I can load the libraries. Let me see if I can load the libraries. Bower install. Yep, the library is loaded fine. So now I'll look at the Vardin libraries. So there is one library that's not a Vardin one. So I'll try to see if I can install that first and see if that goes through. But so it doesn't like that. So okay. So it looks like paper time picker uses iron pages. I'll say, hey, I want to use the latest one. Okay. Anyway, that appears to have worked. But let me see. So the next ones are these Vardin elements. Let me see if I can install the Vardin elements now. It's asking what I want to use. I'll say I want to use the latest version of paper button, paper spinner. Okay. Looks like everything installed now. So I wonder if I now go through, I wonder if this was the cause, this paper timer was asking for a user ID or something. Wonder if I go ahead and delete Bower components and go through this again, if it'll go through. Anyways, so that's my conversion. At least that's the install part of it. Looks like I installed all the required Bower components. So let's see what do I need to do. If you're upgrading the element to hybrid mode, you can add extra sets of power dependencies, so you can test against multiple versions of Polymer easily. Okay. Anyway, so this is part one of it. I'll do another video. So right now I just finished upgrading my app. I had to go through a lot of hoops, I think, because I have these third-party dependencies that were not uh, documented correctly, I guess. Anyway, I don't know what the problem is, but I can actually give it a shot by doing a wiping out Bower components and trying to do a Bower install again and see if it will go smoothly. This is what I have right now. I will go ahead and stop the video for now. I'll do another part 2 video. And in part 2 of the thing, I think I will have to go through, I will show whatever I did. Is the application going to start up is the question now. Will I even be able to start the application? I will try to start the application and see if the application doesn't start. Then I will look at the problems in the next video and see how to resolve it using whatever they have here. Okay, see you in the next video.